Isekai anime, they're everywhere. Every season brings us a new wave of protagonists who are suddenly transported to fantastical worlds filled with magic, adventure, danger, and of course powerful abilities. Whether they're gaining unimaginable strength, building harems, or just trying to survive in a dark, twisted fantasy realm, one thing's for sure. These shows have taken the anime world by storm. But with so many isekai to choose from, it can be tough to find the true gems. Whether you're in the mood for a lighthearted adventure or something a little darker and grittier, we've got you covered. Today, we're counting down the top 25 best isekai anime to watch with OPMC, so welcome to Anime News Burst, and let's get started. Coming in number 25, Seirei Gensuki, Spirit Chronicles. Ryo grew up in the slums, hardened by the loss of his mother and the constant struggle to survive. But one day, he awakens with the memories of Haruto Amakwa, a man from another world who died while dreaming of reuniting with his childhood friend. Now, with knowledge from his past life, Ryo finds himself in a realm of magic and swords. After accidentally thwarting a kidnapping attempt on a princess, Ryo is unexpectedly invited to enroll in a prestigious academy for noble children. Driven to rise above the harsh world he was born into, Ryo will face new allies and rivals, endure many farewells, and confront the destiny awaiting him, and gain overpowered magic. Coming in number 24, Death March to the Parallel World Rhapsody. Ikaro Suzuki, a programmer known as Satu, falls asleep during a hectic work schedule and wakes up in a world that looks like the game he was working on. Starting at level 1, he finds he has 3 powerful meteor showers that can wipe out entire areas. When a group of lizard men attacks, Satu uses one, instantly jumping to level 310 and becoming incredibly wealthy. Unsure if it's a dream or reality, Satu's adventure is just beginning. Coming in number 23, Isekai Cheat Magician. Nishimura Taichi, an average high schooler, and Azuma Rin, his beautiful and athletic classmate, are suddenly transported to a fantasy world filled with monsters, elves, and other magical beings. To survive, they decide to become adventurers. During their aptitude test, they discover they both have cheat-level magic, marking the start of their incredible journey. Coming in number 22, The Fruit of Evolution. High school student Hiragi Seiichi is bullied by his classmates for being a loser. One day, his entire school is suddenly transported to a video game-like world of swords and sorcery. When he accidentally eats the fruit of evolution, his life as a successful winner begins. Coming in number 21, In Another World with My Smartphone. After dying due to God's mistake, the main character is reborn in a parallel world with only his body and a smartphone that still works. As he explores, he makes new friends, uncovers secrets, and inherits an ancient civilization's legacy. Teaming up with relaxed kings, he embarks on carefree adventures through this new world. Coming in number 20, How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. Sakamoto Takuma, known as the Demon Lord in the MMORPG Cross Reverie, is unexpectedly summoned to another world in his avatar form. He meets 2 girls who both claim to have summoned him and attempt to cast a spell to enslave him. However, his unique ability, Magic Reflect, reverses the spell, leaving the girls under his control instead. Thus begins the adventure of a demon lord who uses his overwhelming power to forge his own path in this new world. Coming in number 19, The Saga of Tanya the Evil. In a brutal fantasy war, a little girl named Tanya de Gurachav fights on the front lines. Unknown to others, she is a reincarnated Japanese office worker who once ruthlessly pursued a corporate career. After her death, Being X offers her a chance to surrender and believe, but Tanya remains cold-hearted and stubborn, aiming for a comfortable life instead. As she faces relentless challenges in battle, both Tanya and Being X test each other's resolve, revealing that their stubbornness may make them equally ruthless. Coming in number 18, the world's finest assassin reincarnated as an aristocrat. The world's top assassin is reincarnated as the eldest son of an aristocratic family of assassins. A goddess gives him one mission: kill the hero prophesied to destroy the world. Combining his modern knowledge and experience with the secret techniques and magic of his new family, he becomes the greatest assassin of all time, ready to fulfill his deadly quest in this new life. Coming in number 17, Tsukimichi, Moonlit Fantasy. Makoto Misumi is an average teenager suddenly summoned to another world as a hero. However, the goddess insults his appearance, strips him of his hero status, and banishes him to the wastelands. There he encounters dragons, spiders, orcs, dwarves, and other non-human races. Despite his initial setbacks, Makoto discovers hidden potential in magic and combat that he never had in his former life. As he navigates this new world filled with challenges, he strives to survive and reset his life after being abandoned by gods and humanity. Coming in number 16, Wise Man's Grandchild. A young man dies in a car accident and is reborn in a magical new world. The old yet wise Merlin finds the boy, names him Shin, raises him from infancy, and teaches him combat and powerful magic along the way. 15 years later, Shin is ready to travel the globe on his own, but Merlin forgot to teach him something major: common sense. Coming in number 15, Overlord. On the night his favorite MMORPG is set to shut down, veteran player Momonga stays logged in until the very end. When the screen goes dark, he finds himself fully immersed in the world of Yggdrasil, equipped with all his character's powerful abilities and control over loyal NPCs. With nothing better to do, Momonga decides to conquer this new world. As he tests his strength against local rogues and legendary beasts, he realizes that none can match his power. Embracing his new identity as the formidable mage Ains Uol Gaun, he searches for stronger foes, leaving the inhabitants of Yggdrasil to wonder who is truly trapped in this world. Coming in number 14, the devil is a part-timer. Foiled by a hero when he's inches away from conquering the world, the devil finds himself in modern-day Tokyo. With no real-world skills to speak of, the devil is forced to make ends meet flipping burgers at a fast food joint. To stall any further plans of world domination, the hero tracks the devil's trail and takes on the lowly tasks of a telemarketer. Coming in number 13, the misfit of Demon King Academy. The tyrannical Demon King Anos Voldegord is reincarnated after 2,000 years but is deemed a misfit at the academy training the next Demon King. Once a powerful ruler who sought to eradicate humans and gods, he now faces weak descendants and degraded magic. Misunderstood and dismissed by the academy, Anos is determined to prove his true power. With only Misha, a supportive girl, by his side, he aims to rise through the demonic world and show that divine providence and destiny are nothing compared to his strength. Coming in number 12, Cautious Hero. Goddess Restart summons a hero who excels in every area, but there's one catch: he's extremely anxious and won't act unless he's completely sure nothing can go wrong. For example, he insists on having 3 suits of armor, one to wear, a spare, and another just in case. Even when facing a simple slime, he uses all his power to eliminate it completely. With this overly cautious hero and the goddess accompanying him, an epic adventure unfolds. Coming in at number 11, the Rising of the Shield Hero. Iwatani Naofumi, an average otaku, discovers a book in the library that summons him to another world as one of the 4 cardinal heroes, tasked with fighting the waves of catastrophe as the Shield Hero. Excited for adventure, Naofumi quickly faces betrayal, losing his money, dignity, and respect. Unable to trust anyone, he recruits a slave named Raftalia and embarks on a quest to confront the waves and reclaim his life. This fantasy adventure follows the rise of a man determined to overcome his desperate situation. Coming in at number 10, problem children are coming from another world, aren't they? Izayoi Sakamaki, Asuka Kudu, and Yuka Tsukabe have tremendous psychic powers and are bored with the regular world. An envelope arrives for each person, and when each opens their envelope, they are stunned to see the scenery around them change to a world they had never encountered before. They've been summoned by the Black Rabbit to help the community, no name, to overthrow the Devil King. Coming in number 9, Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. A 34-year-old virgin loser is kicked out by his family and feels his life is over. After regretting his wasted years, he's run over by a truck and dies. Upon waking, he finds himself reborn as a baby named Rudeus in a world of sword and sorcery. Determined to live a life without regrets, he uses his past knowledge to excel in magic, with a young girl as his tutor. He also meets a beautiful quarter elf with emerald green hair. Thus begins his journey to the life he always dreamed of in this fantasy story. Coming in number 8, The Eminence in Shadow. Not the main character or the final boss, a boy dreams of becoming a shadow broker while living as a side character. After training in magic, he dies in an accident and is reincarnated as Sid Kaganu. In his new life, he invents a scenario about the Eminence in Shadow and playfully takes on an imaginary evil cult, only to find that it actually exists. The girls he recruits as subordinates start worshipping him as Shadow. Before he knows it, Sid becomes a true Eminence in Shadow, leading his group Shadow Garden to confront the darkness in his new world. Coming in number 7, I was reincarnated as the 7th Prince, so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability. In the study of magic, bloodline, aptitude, and effort are key qualities. A sorcerer born a commoner, lacking both bloodline and aptitude, dies wishing he had studied magic more. He is reincarnated as Lloyd, the seventh prince of the Kingdom of Saloum, blessed with a powerful magical bloodline. With all his memories intact, Lloyd is determined to enjoy his new life and master the magic that was beyond his reach in his previous life, using his extraordinary abilities to their fullest. Coming in number 6, the reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in another world. Haruyoshi Kuga, the world's strongest exorcist, is betrayed by the imperial court and faces death. Determined to find happiness in his next life, he uses a secret reincarnation technique and is reborn as Seika in a new world. Realizing he lacked cunning in his previous life, he vows to be more calculating this time. With his powerful exorcist techniques and strong demons by his side, he embarks on a journey to achieve the peaceful life he desires. Thus begins the unique story of the strongest exorcist in a fantasy world. Coming in at number 5, Arifureta, from commonplace to world's strongest. 17-year-old Hajime Nagumo is an average otaku whose life changes when he and his classmates are summoned to a fantasy world as heroes. Tasked with saving humanity, Hajime quickly discovers that while his classmates are granted godlike powers, he is given the weak job of synergist with only a single transmutation skill. Ridiculed and bullied for his lack of strength, he falls into despair. With just a glorified blacksmith's abilities, will Hajime be able to survive in a dangerous world filled with monsters and demons? Coming in at number 4, So I'm a Spider. So what? I, an ordinary high school girl, find myself reincarnated as a spider monster in a fantasy world, awakening in a dungeon filled with dangerous creatures. Armed only with my human knowledge and overwhelming positivity, I must use spider webs and traps to defeat much stronger monsters to survive. Thus begins the labyrinth survival story of a girl with incredible mental strength, living as one of the lowest-ranked beasts. Coming in at number 3, Re-Monster. After meeting an untimely death, Tomokui Kanata is reincarnated as a lowly goblin, but he's worked up a monstrous appetite. Thanks to his new ability that allows him to grow stronger the more he feeds, his feeble status quickly changes, and he rises to become the goblin leader. With a mix of his past memories, new body, and strong stomach, he's taking a bite out of this new fantastical world. Coming in at number 2, Villainous Level 99. I may be the hidden boss, but I'm not the Demon Lord. Yumiella Dolkness is your typical villainess in an Otome RPG, but she secretly serves as the overpowered hidden boss. Previously an introverted college student and devoted gamer, Yumiella is determined to avoid the protagonist and prevent her demise. All she wants is a quiet life, but when her gamer instincts kick in, she can't ignore her incredible stats. With plenty of time before starting at the academy, she maxes out her level at 99. When others discover her power, they mistakenly believe she's the Demon Lord. Now, Yumiella must navigate her new reputation while trying to reclaim the peaceful life she desires. Coming in at number 1, that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Corporate worker Mikami Satoru is stabbed by a random killer and is reborn to an alternate world. But he turns out to be reborn as a slime. Thrown into this new world with the name Rimuru, he begins his quest to create a world that's welcoming to all races. And that's our top 25 Isekai anime with overpowered main characters. The world of Isekai anime is filled with unique stories and powerful characters. Whether you want epic battles or funny moments, there's something for everyone. We hope this list helps you find some new favorites to watch. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more anime news and content. What's your favorite Isekai anime? Let us know in the comments. See you in the next video.